Hi, my name is Visami. I am a 19-year-old. I'm a 20-year-old fashion student from NIF Mumbai, and I'll be talking about how I started my small business, Miss Amy's Closet, and how you can start yours. I am someone who wanted to earn money since a long time. Like, I have been trying to earn money since class 4 or something, because I made my freelance account then, and then I realized that I'm not getting any work there because I didn't have any skills. As I grew up, I tried to get other jobs, like I tried getting art commissions. Back then, I didn't really know how to do that, so that also flopped. And then around class 12, I started getting PRs, but they were barter collaborations, and so I just got received the product. But then my clothes started piling up at my house, and I thought I'll just sell some of them off because I don't need that many clothes. So when I was selling them off, that is when I started Miss Amy's Closet, and I thought that I'll sell handmade clothes. Handmade clothes, as in, first I thought I'll make them myself, because the clothes, it was basic upcycling. Some of it I could wear myself, but they were not worth selling. Like, if I sell it to a customer's going to be like,
this stitch is bad, this is unwearable,
or something like that. And that's why I wanted to get it done by a tailor. And me and my dad went to visit tailors, and me impulsively, I decided that I gave an order to the first tailor I saw, and I gave him multiple orders like an idiot, instead of trying him out and trying other tailors out. And later turned out that he really fucked up my order. He made clothes which were really unwearable. Realized the money was wasted. I started crying. I felt so bad because I wasted my parents' money. Later, at the same time, I had invested in crypto, and I was doing internships, and those internships paid really less, barely anything. So I thought I really need to do something with my life. At that point of time, I used to get asked a lot where do I shop for my own clothes, and I had done my research on international sites and everything, and at that point of time I realized that wait, I can accept pre-orders. So that is when I started receiving pre-orders. I was kind of skeptical. Will people wait for a month or two for receiving their items? But yeah, people are willing to wait. They do know that international orders take time because sometimes they are shipped through the sea. That is how I started my business. I had no idea about how shipping works, but I slowly figured it out because I used to use India Post back then because it was the cheapest, and I didn't really have that many orders. India Post started to lose my packages. I would suggest India Post if you have really less orders, and if you need to, if it's not a rush or something, because they are slower. Even the speed post is slower. Like, it takes about a week to 10 days for your stuff to be shipped. If it's in the same state, then it might take up to 3 days. The prices are less than 100 for pretty much everything, unless you're selling something heavy like shoes or something. But yeah, even the shoes will go max up to 200. It's not going to go above that. I looked on the map and I looked for shipping courier services, and then I went to random places and trying to ship things. It was a struggle at the beginning, but then once I went to a courier company, they said that, oh, they're going to come to my house to pick things up and they're going to ship everything through various couriers. So then a delivery guy comes to my house and he picks up everything, shipped through different places. It's shipped through delivery, it's shipped through Track-On, it's shipped through India Post if necessary, because delivery and ShipRocket do not have the pin codes of all India, but India Post ships to all pin codes. Talk about the pros and cons of shipping through India Post or something else. So if you're shipping through delivery, then you would need a weighing machine and somewhere to print the receipts from. In a parcel, two things are necessary to mention. First of all, the sender's address and the receiver's address. Sender's address is just you. Make sure to mention your phone number and the pin code. Pin code is very necessary. Nothing is going to get shipped without your pin code and the receiver's pin code. Make sure these things are there, because in case you ship something and then like the receiver is not there, like not home or didn't pick up the call, then it's going to come back to your address. So make sure you write your address very well, and the phone numbers. Do not mess up the phone numbers, because a lot of people don't give their complete addresses. Like, they don't give details like which flat number or something like that, and then it becomes a mess for the delivery guy, and then he keeps calling you and this receiver and no one picks up, and then it becomes an issue. So please make sure to like give proper numbers. Ask the customer for 2 numbers, so that if one is not picking up, then another one like can be called by the delivery guy. For example, a customer is like, this is the wrong size and they want to return it, or for some other thing, or basically you need to arrange a pickup, then you can't do it through India Post. Then you need a shipping service which really makes it an issue. So in case of delivery or something, you can call them and you can tell them that this address is there and you want to pick up from there. So they'll just go there and they'll pick it up for you. So that is a pro of like companies like that. I'm seeing delivery, but there are other companies. I'm going to list them out. In case of India Post, it's very cheap. It's very low maintenance, but again, you need to make a line at the post office. That is one con. Another thing is that it's not very reliable. They might lose your packages. Yeah, another thing is that write the value of the product that you're shipping. In case they lose your packages, at least you'll be able to get a refund. Make sure to write the value. Because I have lost packages and then they were like, oh, you didn't write the value of the product. And then I was like, what? You have to write the value of the product on the package or somewhere. Basically, keep a receipt where you have written what is the price of the thing that is inside the package. In case they lose it, if in case it's lost in transit, then at least you're going to get the money back. For international deliveries, you have to register your business and then you can go ahead with it. I don't really know much about that one because I don't not ship internationally, but that's kind of expensive. It's expensive. So for the parcels, you can just order them from Amazon. I would suggest if you're selling clothes like t-shirts or pants or something else, 10 by 12 is going to fit it. If you are going for something bigger like jackets or something, then you can go for 14 by 12 or something. Depending on the size, you can like experiment. You should order some shoe boxes if you're selling shoes. If you're not selling them, then it's fine. If you're selling jewelry, then you can sell, you can get smaller boxes depending on what you need. I did not really spend a lot on packaging because I felt like people are just going to throw it away. But yeah, like cute packaging does matter. So I guess like you can customize the packaging and you're gonna get these things through a Google search. It's not that difficult. But I would suggest that if you're just starting out, do these things as your profit grows, not in the beginning, because there are other things you should invest in. You should invest in the quality of the product you're selling instead of the packaging. I don't know how great of an advice this is, but like it's pretty good for a small business. Customers really like handwritten notes. They really like some sort of thing that is specially dedicated to them. That is the charm of small businesses, unlike companies. There are two ways. Either you can sell your own clothes, own old clothes, or either you can try to source them. Like sourcing can be done if you have any markets near you where you can find thrifted clothes or secondhand clothes or like anything. Basically, you can ask your friends if they have clothes that they want to sell, and if you are good at socializing, then you can go around your stay and like through IG you can like accept things from other people that they want to sell and sell it through you. Or you can look for thrift stores that accept orders, like just now I recommend it. In my case, I luckily had a bit of a following on Instagram. That's why I had 1K followers on my store account before I even started. And I was usually small businesses send their products to influencers for like promo. But in my case, I was very hell-bent on doing all the promo myself because back then I didn't have the funds to just give around my products for free. But then if you're not getting that sort of an audience, it is a recommendation that you send it to either other thrift stores because they really have a crowd which are buyers, or to influencers, whichever like you think have a good following. Do not fall for only followers because a lot of people have followers which don't convert to buyers. They might have 100K, but they might, like 5 people might buy from it, or not even that probably, because I have seen people with huge followings who have fake followers. And people even with 1K or 3K might have a community which is more tight-knit, which are more willing to buy than that. So please choose according to your own aesthetic and followers and not just numbers, because both of these things matter. And at the end, if you send your product and they take a very shitty photo which does not even display your product, also do not pressurize the people that you're sending products to.
Where is my product? When are you going to get this?
At least in a week, at least wait like 2 weeks and then message them for an update, or else like discuss with them that these are the things you're expecting and this is the time limit. Have a discussion where both of you mutually agree. And if they completely disappear, then yeah, do like message them and bother them. But if not, then please, because you are not really paying them, right? So that is there. If you have the funds to pay them, then yeah, great. Like I'm sure that more people are going to agree to collaborations then. About customs, yeah, like in case of customs, you have to pay customs. You cannot run away from it. In case of my supplier, they write down the price slightly lower. And like the thing is that the stuff, the more branded it is, the more heavy it is, the price is going to be higher for the customs. But in case of like non-branded products, it's not that expensive. And about ordering internationally, it's not that you're going to be charged customs all the time. It really depends on where you're ordering from, what you're ordering, what is the weight, and what is the price. These things matter a lot. Depending on that, customs are going to be charged. Make sure to do this quite well. Have a policy highlight if you're selling through IG, or if you're even on your website, no matter where you're selling, keep a section for your policy. People might try to take advantage of you, like, oh, they have received a damaged product, or they didn't receive the product even when they did. So ask them for evidence that you will offer a refund only in cases of this. Be honest about the shipping timing. Write down the shipping timing according to what is realistic in your policy, so that there's no drama in the future that, oh my god, I have not received the product. People really want the product the next day itself, no matter what your shipping policy is. But yeah, make sure to write it in your policy and make sure to show it whenever something like this happens, or any other issues. That what is your policy in case of damaged products, what is your policy for exchange, what is your policy for returns, what is your policy for refunds, and everything else. Another thing to warn you about is that people really expect everything at throwaway prices. It does not really matter. Like, you have to deal with people very politely, regardless of how they talk. Do not start personal drama at your store account. Be as professional as possible. Type in the most formalist way possible. Even though you can show the behind the scenes of your work, you can show how your share personal struggles. Like, if you're sick and if you're dying, don't tell your customers that. Usually people are understanding, because you are a small business. You're not Myntra, you're not Urbanic, you're not something else. People will sympathize and understand. But in case of like other stuff, like starting beef with other stores, or like fighting with customers, sharing screenshots and names, don't do these things, because that really brings down your reputation. People will ask you for discounts even when you're struggling, even when the prices are reasonable. Do not fight with them, just respectfully tell them. Also, if you're tracking orders traditionally, if you don't have a website, if you're accepting orders through DMs and you're writing it somewhere on a notepad, or if you're writing it on your notes app, or you're writing it on an Excel sheet, maintain an Excel sheet. Always keep the tracking properly, so that you can say that you have shipped the product. I used to lose my tracking a lot earlier, which was a huge mistake. It used to bite me in the ass a lot. Mistakes do happen. Like, sometimes you might forget someone's order. Then if they're willing to wait, then replace their order again, and if along with a compensation. And if they are not, then give them a refund and apologize. I know I have not really dressed up much for this video, because I was feeling like shit. I decided to do something productive. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Bye bye.